The city of Scottsdale may be charging you more for water. Just this week, the city council voted to hold a hearing to raise rates 4.5%. City leaders made that same increase last year. City officials say this is partly because of the dwindling supply of the Colorado River water. The possible increase will in part help with aging infrastructure and allow them to find other water sources. Scottsdale will hold that public hearing coming up in May. So this comes as we've done dozens of stories, and we've heard from many of you about the increase in water rates going on in Gilbert. You might remember just last week the town council approved a 25% hike beginning April 1st.
Yeah, Gilbert leaders say the increase partially because of the dire situation on the Colorado River. And as our state faces more cuts, I think it's the question, right, that everybody's asking. So is this going to be the same for my city eventually? Things are going to get more expensive too with our water bills? That's the question. So Whitney asking the experts, looking for answers. She's joining us live in the newsroom right now with what she found out. Good morning, Whitney.
Well, the short answer is yes. Your bill will likely go up as our supply of Colorado River water dwindles, but there is a lot of nuance to this issue. We're not saying your bill is going to go up 25%. How much more expensive it can get is really going to depend on where you live. So I brought your questions to the director of the Kyle Center for Water Policy at ASU. Water rate increases are likely in our future for a number of reasons. Cities are going to need to get other supplies to make up for those Colorado River cuts. They actually have to build the infrastructure to deliver the water to your taps, which can cost millions and millions of dollars. And reliance on Colorado River water differs from city to city in the valley. For example, Gilbert gets about 41% of its water from the Colorado River. In Phoenix, it's about 40%, and in Scottsdale, it's about 70%.
I do appreciate your talking about this because I think a lot of people are hearing about Colorado River shortage and they're thinking, are we going to run out of water? And we won't run out of water, but we do need to, write the checks and pay the price to make sure we don't run out of water. So it's important for people to connect those dots.
It's also important to note cities set their rates during different times of the year, which is why we've been kind of talking about this all year. Some have already built in increases. And, at the end of the day, these are really tough choices for city leaders to make. Now, I did reach out to the city of Phoenix regarding its plans. In a statement, the Water Services Department says it has not proposed a rate increase at this time. It is working on long-term water security. There's a lot that's gone on behind the scenes to save us water in the future. They've already spent millions on building a pipeline to replace Colorado River water from the Salt River Project, among other efforts as well. So another caveat to this is we still don't know how much Colorado River water Arizona will be getting next year, making it really hard for cities to plan. This week, I spoke to our state's negotiator about where they stand right now and how he feels and why he feels they're kind of at a stalemate. I just finished writing my web story. That angle of the story is going to be up in the Arizona's Family News app. I also asked him, hey, how are everyday Arizonans going to be impacted by this? He has that also in our app story.